Hi everyone, welcome to a special episode of the Pharmacy Planet podcast. This one's proper special because it's completely impromptu. We haven't actually got a guest, and I've decided that there's loads of people who ask me loads of questions regarding what's the process, how do you do it, what do guests have to do, and a lot of guests, they never know what's going on or how to do it, and everyone's always a bit apprehensive. And I thought, forget it, why not do a Christmas one, which is a bit more lighthearted and a bit more chill about how the podcast works. So come in, guys. This is the office. So this is Pharmacy Planet. So this is where we work. Now, when it comes to Pharmacy Planet, the company's been around for, well, the brand Pharmacy Planet's been around for a few years. You're going to see that the branding for Pharmacy Planet is everywhere. We've got it everywhere. You see these brilliant pictures over here, for example. But as well as that, the whole office has been kind of like, it's our working office, and it was working like this before Pharmacy Planet even came into existence. And it's always been a bit more of a chilled office, everything about it. Isn't that right, Mash? Yeah. Manisha is behind the counter. Manisha is behind the camera right now, and she is the brains behind not only Pharmacy Planet, but the brains behind the whole business, including Touchwood Pharmacy. But anyway, check out the crazy cool mural that we have on the wall. When guests come in, the first thing they do is they come in and wonder what is going on here. Yeah, it's a pretty relaxed place. So when a guest comes in, they're not sure what to do, we can turn around and say you play pool, have a cup of coffee, you relax, work out what they're looking for, how their journey was, usual stuff, and then I normally introduce them to the team. So this is the Pharmacy Planet team. And I know there's not a lot of people here right now because it's at the end of the day, but we've got the team here. Yeah. We've got the team here, and this is where all the work gets done. After having a little chat with the guests, we go upstairs to the podcast room, and not the podcast room, upstairs. Before we go into the podcast room, we sit down and explain the flow a little bit. Right, then we go upstairs. This is a functioning office here. Another mural, we've got them kind of everywhere. Okay, a lot of people ask, how do we select our guests? Again, there's no rhyme, no reason for this. I don't really care what they're doing. I don't really care how big their company is, if they have a company at all. All I care about is opinions and are they in healthcare. As long as they're in healthcare, as long as especially pharmacy, and they've got something to say and they're fun to talk to, hey, I'll bring them on, I'll talk to them. So when we're talking about how we select guests, again, it's random, there's no order to it. It's whoever's got a good opinion. Just make sure you're honest, make sure you say what you actually want to say. If you don't want to go on camera and say what you want to say, this is not the podcast for you. Hi, my name's Boo from Pharmacy Planet, and welcome to the Pharmacy Planet podcast. Right, Manisha here has actually made me change my top. I was wearing a Christmas jumper, but she's making me put a merch jumper on. If anyone's wondering how come there's been a quick change. But Manisha, are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Because this one's got a different, this podcast got a different twist.
Yeah, of course it does.
Go on.
But hold on. I'm the one asking questions today, Boo. We've got to swap seats. You're on the hot seat today. Hey guys, welcome to the Pharmacy Planet podcast show. Today, it's a very special podcast. A Christmas special podcast.
It's a Christmas special podcast. We have the brains behind the podcast who can't speak on camera.
I can't.
So it's very, very special.
I'm getting flustered.
Yeah, it's very special. Right, brains behind podcast. Ask the questions. Is there questions? How do you want to
There's
flow? What's
questions,
the flow?
but what we want to know is who you are. Tell us about you. No one knows about you.
What do you mean knows about me?
Tell us who you are.
So by the way,
what are you? What do you do?
What are you?
Yeah, what are
Bloody
you?
Hell. Human being. The thing is, when we say it's unscripted, by the way, I don't know what questions.
So
I don't know what these
unscripted.
questions are. I don't know what these questions are, and some of them might be completely stupid. Like, what are you? Because clearly she's not a podcaster, right? What am I? Yeah. Sounds like it sounds like one of those like Christmas puzzles or riddles.
Of course it is.
What am I?
Tell us.
I am a pharmacist, Manisha. I qualified, 25 years ago from Aston. locum for about a year. History, what do you want?
History. Tell us,
History.
yeah,
All right, okay.
about you.
Qualified from Aston, 2000 and something, can't even remember.
Ages ago then.
Ages, a long time ago.
Very
I'm
long,
old.
okay.
I'm very old. Yes, I know. Right, okay. Locum for a bit. Yeah, maybe like a couple of years. Bought a first pharmacy. Pharmacies were phenomenally expensive. I have two business partners. I know you know them, but for everyone else, it's Gerds and Fruk. We three chipped in for our first pharmacy. None of us could afford it by ourselves.
Yep.
The other two, by the way, if you're wondering how we know them, we all went university together.
Yeah.
So the people who run this business are basically university mates. So if ever you're wondering who the other people are, they're not family, they're not nothing like that.
Nothing.
They're basically university mates.
Best friends.
Best friends, yeah. So we started about 25 odd years ago. Bought the first pharmacy. One person ran it. The other two carried on locuming because we still needed money coming in. Slowly, you grew. One pharmacy, two pharmacies. We carried on. I think we've got about 22 pharmacies now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
But why podcasting? You're like a podcast sensation.
Get out of
Honestly,
it.
a podcast king. Everyone's loving it.
Okay. So, like, right, the whole podcast thing.
Tell me.
All right. What happened was I was never going to be on the podcast.
No.
And you know it, Manisha.
No,
yeah?
you didn't want to do it.
We actually hired someone. We were looking at hiring people who were going to do the podcast to promote Pharmacy Planet.
Yep.
That was the aim, right?
Yep.
I do have a presenter who does podcasts,
Yeah.
Rena. So you're going
Yeah.
to see on the channel,
Yeah.
Rena doing healthcare podcasts.
Yeah.
Now, my ones was proper off the cuff and
Very.
impromptu.
On the fly.
Yeah, and it was highly unusual. And what we thought was, I said, I can do this, a piece
Yeah.
of cake.
Yeah.
And we gave it a bash, and we
Yeah.
had such a blast doing it.
Look at all the views coming in, the subscribers.
Yeah, you know what?
It's
been
insane.
Yeah, it's grown massively.
Within a year.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to grow like this at all.
No.
You know, there was
No.
you and I both know there was a fear that when
Yeah.
we done that first podcast,
Yeah.
you'd have about 7 views and you look
Yeah.
like a complete pillock.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that was our biggest
Absolutely.
concern, thinking.
Yeah.
But luckily, I mean, I had no reputation to worry about, to be honest.
yeah.
So even if I had 7 views, it was a case of, even though they're probably like my mum and my family and my brother,
Yeah.
it was a case of, sod it, who cares, right?
Yeah.
There was no, it was almost like a free hit.
It
It was
was
a free hit because
it was fun.
yeah, because I didn't care.
Yeah, you
and
did it.
that was, I think, that was probably the best way to start the podcast because
Absolutely.
there was just zero expectations.
Yeah.
No one was expecting it to do
Yeah.
anything. No one knew which way it went.
Yeah.
And I think when we first started thinking about the tone and style of it,
Yeah.
I think it worked well.
It did. And we didn't overthink it. And that's what I think some people do. They overthink it and we didn't.
Yeah, I think when we first started a podcast, I was getting a lot of people saying, "Oh, you're going to do a pharmacy podcast?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, figured about
Yeah.
it." And they'd be saying stuff like, "Oh, are you going to do it about I don't know NMSs or how to run a farm?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, dude, that's boring.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here talking about
No,
that. That's the most
we're
boring
different.
thing." Yeah, I thought I'm not going to sit here and get bored for an hour and waste my
Absolutely.
time if I don't want to do it.
Absolutely.
So I thought the only way I'm going to do a podcast, I said, it's got to be my way, which
Yeah.
is basically I'm going to say what I want to say,
Yeah.
and whether people like it or lump it
Yeah.
is going to be my way. Or
That's his ego, by the way,
Yeah.
kicking in. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
his ego.
shush, no ego. There's nothing about me. There's no narcissism involved whatsoever. Yeah. No, but yeah. So we thought, like, whatever it is, it's going to be this style, and the whole brand is quirky anyway, right?
Absolutely.
The whole brand is
That's all it
quirky.
is.
I think the biggest fear was,
That's our character.
yeah, but there was things like dress code, look. Everyone's.
Yeah.
I got a lot of comments. It's unprofessional. It's not good for the profession if you're looking like that, dressing like that, acting
Yeah.
like a. And there was a concern
Yeah.
that hold on, and it's like,
Yeah.
look, we are normal people.
Yeah. Oh, is that what your industry's saying about you? About
There was,
the podcast?
there was
Yeah,
comments
yeah.
when I first started saying
Yeah.
this does not look very professional,
Yeah.
and it's like the way you're dressed and the way
Yeah.
you're talking and the way it's
Yeah.
quite. But I'm like, this is supposed to be the way it was supposed to be was a pub chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Absolutely.
pub chat. That's how it is. As in, you're talking the way you're talking, and it's supposed to be about real opinions. If it weren't going to be about that,
Mm. Yeah.
then I didn't want to do it.
You know?
And I still stick with that. So if
Yeah.
someone says, you know, here's a podcast guest, and they want
Yeah.
to come on, and I think, you know what, this is going to be boring.
Yeah.
I actually want to talk to myself for an
No.
hour, right?
No.
It's like,
And
suck it, I'm not.
to listen to it as well.
Yeah,
No
and
one's
then
gonna.
and the worst part is, like, I don't know whether anyone knows, but the guests will know. Manisha here directs the podcast.
I do.
So when a podcast is going mid-flow and
Yeah.
I'm actually really enjoying talking to the guest, she will
Yeah.
quietly or somehow do a timeout,
I
or
know.
well,
I'll
then
be like,
just she'll be
nope,
just say,
nope.
this is boring,
Yeah.
move on. So
Yeah.
it can be quite cutthroat when
Yeah.
the worst part is sometimes I don't think it's boring. I'm well into it. But because I'm into pharmacy, these guys are quite good. They give you some feedback.
Yeah.
The team is great because they're not about pharmacy, they're about podcasts and how to get it out there. So this lot will keep directing me to say, move it on, this is dead. And
Yeah.
they're even blunt enough to tell the guest, move it on. This is not fun.
Yeah.
It's not interesting, and
Yeah.
it's not, no one cares.
No. No. It's really hard to kind of weave something in.
I know. I'm good at it, aren't I?
Yeah.
I told you.
You're actually
I
really
think I
good
found
at
my
it.
niche.
Yeah, I think you really have.
I'm waiting for my Hollywood calling.
Yeah.
I think one day someone's going to call me up and turn around and say, you know what, you need to be
Yeah.
in Hollywood.
I think so.
I think so too. So, anyone out there, quickly.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they'll love it.
You do realize.
I mean,
that
I'm finding it really hard just to sit here and try and ask you
you
a
can't
question.
think of what to say,
Yeah,
can you?
can't-
And you feel like you have to
yeah,
keep
I'm like,
talking.
oh.
But that's the thing. You sit, so you can have all the ideas in the world. You know what you're talking about. You sit behind the mic,
Yeah.
and everything goes out.
Yeah.
Everything goes out your
Yeah.
head, and then you're kind
It's
of
true.
flapping,
Yeah.
right? You
But
don't
I
wanna-
think, the hardest position about this podcast is probably your position, asking the questions
Yeah.
and weaving it. But, if I'm sitting there and having to answer it, it'll be completely different.
Yeah, because you've got to keep the flow going.
Yeah.
Sometimes the flow goes wrong.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I've got to think on my feet because it's not scripted and I
Yeah.
don't know the answers.
Yeah.
Sometimes the guest throws you a curveball. They'll
know.
say something and it was like, I was not expecting
Yeah,
that.
I
Right? I was
know,
not
you had
expecting
a
that.
few of
And then
those.
so you're not expecting, and then you just got to try and
Mold it in.
mold it into the
Mold it,
conversation,
yeah.
keep it still going.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not doing it to keep the conversation flowing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, all I think is, do I find this interesting? If I
yeah.
find it interesting, I'm going to stick it out there. If anyone
Yeah.
wants to watch it, then
They'll watch it.
they'll watch it.
From all our podcasts that we've done,
Yeah.
tell me who's your favorite? Which one was the best one?
Favorite?
Yeah.
We haven't done that many, right?
I mean, we've done about 10, 11, I think. Out of the 10, 11, come on, you've got to have one.
Favorite or the one that actually, I don't want to call it.
Okay, tell me who did you have most fun talking to?
I think Layla is hilarious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think Layla's hilarious. So but that was by far and away my hardest podcast.
Yeah.
Hardest by far and away. So
Yeah.
when we started this podcast, I thought I'd give it a trial. A couple of people I knew.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A couple of people I knew. It was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Now we're not being media trained. You realize you sit behind the mic and everything goes out the window,
Yeah.
right? You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's really good if you don't know what you're doing. If you're the person running it, you want a guest who knows less than you.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
the one thing you want,
It's
right?
true.
You don't want a guest who's
Yeah.
actually, because
Yeah. And
believe
she
it-
knew.
yeah. So what happened was
Yeah.
when I first asked her, do you want to come on the podcast? I asked her, she said yeah, and at that point, I'm thinking, damn, this has got real now because
Yes.
you can get shown up really badly
Yeah.
because you're asking questions.
Yeah.
You don't know how they're going to come up,
Yeah.
and somebody who's used to sitting behind a mic and talking in the media,
Yeah.
they will overpower, and you can look like a blubbing fool
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah.
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 So that was my biggest,
Yeah.
the biggest one, because that went from being podcast with people I kind of knew,
Yeah.
and they didn't know what they were doing,
Yeah.
and we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you're still a blubbing fool. You still blubber a lot.
yeah, we edit that bit out, though, innit? Everyone knows that. No, look, the thing is, we're not media trained, right?
No.
We're pharmacists. I'm a
No.
pharmacist.
Yeah.
The other thing is, when we started this podcast, the good thing is we had zero blueprint.
Yeah.
So we don't know how anyone does a podcast.
No, we don't.
We don't know how anyone does a
We
flow.
learn as we go.
We didn't know what the process should be.
Yeah.
We didn't know what the flow should be.
Yeah.
This was from the ground up, and therefore it's kind of, you'll see it's a lot more natural because we didn't know who to copy.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We look
Yeah.
at we're wondering, what do we do here? So
Yeah.
it was completely and utterly original,
Yeah.
even the whole style from beginning to end. But that doesn't help when you get a guest who is used to being
Yeah. Behind
on
the
media,
camera.
behind the camera.
Yeah.
And when you ask questions, sometimes people will stutter a bit, not be sure, will kind of, and it's something that you can work with.
Yeah.
If somebody knows what they're doing,
Yeah.
it's clear,
Yeah.
it's concise,
Yeah.
it gets to the point.
Yes.
It's like, wow, that becomes real. So that was probably the hardest by far and away for me. Yeah, that was hard, but it was good because it was a learning experience. Because
Absolutely.
now I think it's not.
Yeah.
Now I understand that.
Yeah,
I'm with
I
it.
think I preferred Adele's.
Oh, Adele's hilarious.
Adele's was so funny.
Yeah, I think Adele is naturally a really great person. And I
Yeah.
think what you do, I mean, not to say anyone else naturally isn't a really great person, by the way. Yeah. All my other guests, you're all naturally
We love
very
you.
good. Yeah, yeah.
We love you
You're all
guys.
great people. But Adele, I think, is so genuine
Yeah.
and is so natural.
Yeah.
And I think she's just... it's just a joy to do a podcast talk. You could
Absolutely.
easily not have the mics here.
Yeah.
You could not have anything, and you could talk to her, and it won't
Yeah.
be any different.
Yeah.
There was, I think it'd just be pretty similar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think,
Adele's was
she
so
was
funny.
a joy. They were good.
Absolutely.
I thought the other thing I thought was, Olivia's podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That I felt sorry for him.
Did you?
Yeah,
Why?
because I was, it's almost I try and make a point that when I do these podcasts, I come in with an open mind.
Yeah.
There's no agenda.
Yeah.
I let the guests talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But because this was directly industry related, and we were at the time, I was really peeved with CPE as an organization.
remember this.
Pharmacy
I
organization.
remember,
Yeah.
yes.
Now he's come in as someone who's new to an organization. He doesn't know us.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the people.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he could do. I mean, the biggest fear for any guest like that,
Yeah.
this could be a hit job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a hit job, right?
Yeah.
So it
Complete
takes
rejection kind of.
yeah, we
podcast.
could easily turn around. It could have been a complete hit job. He didn't know what he was
Annihilation.
coming into.
Yeah.
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 So in terms of the biggest kahunas to come on and just face someone
Yeah.
who was previously being critical
Yeah.
of either your organization, of the organizations you've been a part of, that requires serious
Yeah.
courage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that I wasn't what our aim was. So
Yeah.
I knew that it's going to be open.
Yeah.
He didn't know. He came
Yeah.
into a proper unknown.
Yeah.
So I think it took a lot of courage. I think it says a
Yeah.
lot about a person when you
Yeah.
go in like that. Because the difference was he faced it head on.
Yeah.
He didn't turn around. He didn't avoid. He thought, right, there's criticism coming. I'm going to face it head on. And
Yeah.
fair play to him.
If you could, have anyone in this podcast in the future,
Yeah.
anyone,
Yeah.
who would it be and why? It could be anyone famous.
Anyone.
It could be your mum and dad.
I definitely do not want my mum and dad. Right, okay. So let me make that clear before you turn around and do surprise. Do you know what I mean? I'll get mum and dad here. Do you know what I mean?
Christmas special.
Some Romesh type thing. Do you know what I mean? No, definitely not my mum and dad. Right. Although we talk about serious topics, I like it lighthearted and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you want to relax. I don't want the podcast to be another stressful part, already a stressful part
Yeah.
of business and life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You want the podcast to be a bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
That was the whole aim.
Absolutely.
So I'd probably, and you'd want someone who's used to media. You're someone who's
Yeah.
funny, but at the same time, someone who's honest.
Yeah.
And says it like it is.
yeah.
Yeah. I think probably maybe like a comedian, and I love a comedian, and I love British comedy.
Yeah.
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 So I think someone like Ricky Gervais.
Oh yeah.
I think
he's
someone
good.
like
That
Ricky
would be
Gervais
funny.
would be. I mean, it'd be the same thing. He's media trained.
Yeah.
It'll make me look stupid, right? So
Yeah.
he's going to be coming out with. He'll
Absolutely.
be coming out with stuff so
Yeah.
quick, I won't be able to keep up.
Yeah.
But that would be the most enjoyable podcast for me.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon. So you're going to make it happen.
No,
If you
well,
can
I
make
wish I
that-
could.
Ricky Gervais.
I wish I could.
Do you know what I mean?
I thought
You know he's based in Reading.
Really?
He comes from Reading.
Oh, I remember you
And
telling
I
me
live,
this.
yeah, I live just
go knock
outside
on his
Reading.
door.
I don't know where he lives in Reading, Manisha. I'm not going to knock at his door.
Bring him in.
Bring him in. Yeah, we should have him in. But he says it like it is, and he says the jokes like it. I love it.
I honestly thought you would have said someone in the political side, like Boris Johnson or someone. See, I
Yeah.
felt like that's more your vibe. The convo.
So I like where I like politics is I like not having the same opinions with people.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
Although
But
I
he
like,
wouldn't have the same opinion as you.
well, I don't think anyone should have the
Yeah.
same opinions as any singular person anyway, right?
Yeah.
But I think the best part is getting someone on who's basically not got similar opinions to you.
Yeah.
Politics is good, but I think politics is something, especially a professional politician. I'd have a laugh.
Yeah.
I'd think about it.
Yeah.
Comedian's much better.
You reckon?
Yeah, I'd have jokes.
I think you would
It'd
too.
be hilarious.
I
Yeah.
think we would. Where our podcast is right now, where do you see it in 5 years' time?
What's it like, an interview question? Am I getting
Yeah,
interviewed?
I mean,
are you giving me a job?
You know what? If I'm working, for you, I want to see it. I want to.
There's a big
go far.
there's a big problem in healthcare in particular.
Wait,
And
it doesn't
that-
have to be a problem. But go on.
There's a big problem in healthcare, and the big problem in healthcare is there is no real natural opinions out there. They're very much the same thing again and again and again.
Yeah.
Now the podcast, I think, is growing, not because I'd like to say it's growing because of me and us, but it's not really. When guests come in, they are giving the honest, natural opinion.
Yeah.
And my job is to draw out an honest, natural opinion.
Absolutely.
And they're doing it, right?
Yeah.
And I think if it carries on like this, it's going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
If it carries on like this.
Yeah.
While I'm still enjoying it,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of people ask, wow, you must be making money. I think
Yeah.
let's make this clear.
Yeah.
We are making zero money.
Nothing.
Nothing. This
Absolutely
podcast
nothing.
is just a goddamn cost. Yeah.
Yep.
So we make zero money
Yeah.
out of this podcast.
Our time is just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah. We waste a lot of time on
Yeah.
it, but we are having fun. Yeah. We are having fun. So you make zero money out of the podcast.
Yeah.
So keeping it on for years is a cost I've got to think about.
Mm.
Yeah. Second of all, we avoid sponsorship. I've
Yeah.
avoided anything like that only
We
because
do.
what happens is when you start getting sponsors involved,
Yeah.
when you get someone, then agendas start creeping in.
Yeah, it's a bit messy.
Yeah,
It's messy. We want to keep it our own.
we want to keep it on. I want to be able to say what I want to say, and I want to be able to
Yeah.
critique what I want to critique. And if I
Yeah.
don't like it, I want to be able to say it.
Yeah.
Now, when someone else is paying, at the moment, I'm paying my wages.
Yeah.
When someone else is paying your wages,
Yeah. It's different.
it's different.
Yeah.
It becomes different.
Yeah.
So I think that is the biggest issue. But there's gonna come a flipping point
Mm.
where the amount of work and cost is getting so disproportionate. It's not fair on the company and everyone else
Yeah.
to keep this alive
Yeah.
without some sort of external monies.
Absolutely.
But I'm gonna avoid it as long as I can.
Yeah, but we support charities, don't we? We
Yeah.
started
So
doing
that was
now.
that was different. So yeah. So the reason behind that was all these guests started getting a lot of exposure.
Yeah, they did.
And we know how much exposure costs because we have to pay for this
Yeah.
in our businesses, right?
Yes.
So we know how much media exposure costs, and it
Yeah.
costs a freaking fortune.
Absolutely.
The value of exposure, like
Yeah.
you don't say to guests, do you know how much value
Yeah.
you're getting? They're getting a lot of value, yeah, for
And I
exposure.
hate seeing that value.
Yeah, so what do you hate? So I guess so great. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad I get to promote. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I promote, or I'm glad to highlight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So because they get a lot of value out of it.
Yeah.
I thought, right, I'm not going to ask them for monies. No one has to ask because a lot of people think that, they
Yeah,
think they're paying
they
to
do.
come on. No,
Yeah.
there's nothing like that.
No one's paying.
Yeah, so no, that again
No
and again.
one's paying.
No one's paying. Yeah. So yeah, so they get a lot of value out of it. Because they're getting a lot of value out of it. What we thought was, at least we do a lot. The industry does a lot widely for healthcare,
Yeah.
widely for charities anyway.
Yeah.
So why not just carry it on? They're
Yeah.
getting a lot of exposure. All I'm asking is,
Absolutely.
look, you guys are getting exposure.
Yeah.
Choose your own charity.
Yeah.
Choose how much you want to donate. It's
Yeah.
not a fixed sum. It's not
a
a
lovely
maximum
thing
amount.
to
It's
do.
not a little amount. It's whatever you want.
Nice
I don't care whether it's £50 or 50 grand.
Yeah.
You donate whatever you want,
Yeah.
but you're getting exposure for this,
Yeah.
and it would be good. It's always good to give something back, right?
Absolutely. Who are you giving to?
Well, I could do it as well.
Yeah, of course you do. You're the guest.
I'm not a guest.
You're a guest.
I'm not getting. you can't call that exposure.
That's exposure.
I'm
You're
not
a
giving
guest.
it.
Boo.
Oh, look,
Who are you
there's-
donating to? Tell me
okay.
why.
There, I'm donating to. There's a new charity I've just opened up. It's called the Boo Pub Charity Fund. yeah?
Absolutely not.
So what happens is
Absolutely not.
I make no. The thing is, this is.
It's
this-
not a charity.
No, it is. So what happens is, it is. I've decided to support my local publican. They're going through hard times.
Oh, absolutely.
So all profits.
So you're supporting yourself
no, myself.
in the pub.
Well, kind of. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, that's why
That's
you
what
make it
you're
about me?
trying to know.
It's not me.
Because it's about you.
No, it's me and my friends. Yeah, I'm supporting me and my friends.
Guys, this is
and I'm
where
going to pay for the
his
pub.
ego
Yeah,
kicked in
And
again.
at the end of the, so I am going to donate. Yeah, £500,000. Yeah,
Whoa.
to the Boo
What?
Pub Donation Fund.
Oh,
Yeah.
You've got to come to this pub.
I haven't actually got the. Well, it's not going to all come at once. But, so you don't want to chuck all your money at charity at the same
Direct
time.
debit.
So what I'm going to do is I'll make sure I portion it weekly on a Friday, Saturday night.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, I see where this is
Yeah,
going.
so I'm going to portion it weekly on a Friday, Saturday night.
Okay.
So that actually, and I'm not going to keep it to one publican because that would not be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got to make sure you spread so that if there's any benefit for this podcast and this charity,
Right.
it's evenly spread.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah, to your friends. To
No,
everyone that's joining
to the publican.
you. Oh,
To the
the
bar,
publican.
to the bar pubs who are struggling right now in the UK.
this is absolute nonsense.
Hey, look, What do you want from me? Yeah, it's all hot.
No, it's not.
It's all hot.
Booze, pub, charity,
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
Who are you donating?
Are we actually still doing this?
Yeah, we are. Come on. Who are you donating to?
You do realize my donation comes from the company
Yes.
that you are sat at,
Yeah.
and this is the company doing
Yeah,
it.
and who are we
You know,
donating
this is
to?
quite circular.
Who
I
are we
will-
donating
We
to?
will donate to our regular charity that we support.
Yeah.
Alexander Divine is in
Yeah.
Slough.
Yeah.
They are local hospice,
Yeah.
children's hospice.
Yeah.
We've always supported them,
Absolutely.
and we'll carry on supporting them.
Absolutely.
So a £500 donation. We donate to them all the time anyway. But,
Yeah, but
another
you know what?
£500 donation
For the
just for the cameras.
Absolutely.
Just for the cameras. But I prefer Booze Pub Fund.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
But it's not happening.
Okay.
Boo,
Yes.
tell us about Mapaga.
Make
What we
pharmacy great again.
Absolutely.
My movement, my revolutionary movement.
Absolutely.
My Che Guevara take.
Tell me.
Yeah, okay. As you know, I like everything. It doesn't matter whether it's I'm a reading buff, right? I love
Yeah.
everything. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what it is.
Yeah.
You can ask me about anything and I will have an
Yeah.
opinion on just about any topic in the
He
whole world. Because
loves
I'm just
everything,
I'm a
Yeah.
nerd. I'm a
Yeah.
proper secret
Yeah.
nerd, right?
Yeah.
Now, what happened was, as we were sitting here in pharmacies been taken such a beating. Now, we mentioned politics a bit earlier.
Yes.
But when it comes to politics,
Yeah.
the MAGA movement, the Trump's one,
Yeah.
I found it mesmerizingly great. Not because I support the movement, but
Oh.
it's just the branding.
Yeah.
The branding it's great.
All
It's
right,
great
yeah.
branding.
Very simple.
It's simple, it gets a message across,
Yeah.
and there's a movement behind it. And because, as usual, we always have a funny take on things,
We do.
I thought I'd appropriate it
Yeah.
and stick a pharmacy spin on it,
Yeah.
just for jokes, to be honest.
Absolutely.
I just
love
found it. I found it so funny myself.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but push through with it because I found it so
True.
great.
It's
So
true.
I don't even know whether anyone else does find it that funny, but I found it absolutely
it.
great. So the only thing is, the best part of it is, like, MAGA has a theme that MPGA doesn't. So it's like Mapaga.
Mapaga.
Yeah, but I thought it'll go.
It'll
and
go, it'll
it's-
work.
and it's fun. And
Absolutely.
at the end of the day, pharmacy, I honestly believe there's a lack of recognition out there.
There's
There's some-
nothing in the pharmacy.
Yes.
There's
There's-
as in movement wise, as in something like this. This is
You
so
need-
original.
Yeah, well, it's recognition, right?
Yeah.
You want recognition. You want recognition of the
Yeah.
profession. You want recognition of the
Yeah.
business. So why not
Yeah.
have it out there
Yeah.
so that actually people know what the profession is about?
Yeah.
And I thought it'd just be a bit more of a laugh, to be honest.
It is a laugh.
Yeah,
It
a
is.
bit of jokes.
Yeah. What we got going on?
What do you mean?
Hoodies.
We got
merch,
everything. Yeah, we got loads. We got pens, stickers, water bottles, hoodies, hats. We got
hats,
everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
T-shirts.
we got
whatever
everything.
you want.
And it's actually,
Totes.
yeah, it's quite cool stuff as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got to say, it's
I
actually
love
quite
it.
cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking it might be a bit tacky.
Yeah.
Nothing tacky about it at all.
Nothing.
Nothing whatsoever. It's
No.
quality stuff,
Yeah.
quality merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're selling it, and we sell very little.
I mean,
don't
no one
think-
needs to know that.
I don't think anyone. It doesn't really matter, does it? And we're giving all sales of it to charity anyway.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
not even profits, the actual
No,
sales.
yeah.
So even if you don't sell that much,
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
It's not. No, it's not. It's not.
And that it doesn't actually go to my beer charity.
No.
That doesn't go to my my publican charity. That's a real one. Right. Okay.
Boo.
Yep.
Tell me the aim of the Pharmacy Planet podcast. What's the vision, our aim? What are we doing here?
You know as well as I know,
I do.
Manisha, we have no aim.
We have no
We
aim.
are so rudderless when
yeah.
we're doing it. Everything
No
is on
game
the
plan.
fly. We've obviously got business to run, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a business to run. Everyone's
Yeah.
got their day job to do.
Yeah.
So we put very little effort in the actual direction of
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's just organic. It's totally
Yeah.
natural. So
Yeah.
we're aimless.
We are.
Yeah, should we really advertise how we're aimless? This is probably
No,
not going to go down.
I was kind of hoping you'd say.
What I had a real thought process and I had
Yeah.
this structure and
Yeah, I mean, like, it's
Yeah.
for the pharmacy
Yeah.
world,
Oh,
and
no. Oh yeah, do you know what? It's true. It's true.
That's what I'm
No, it's
saying.
true. So what I've always said is, everyone I've met in pharmacy is actually being quite brilliant.
Yes.
Dynamic, innovative,
Yeah.
loads.
I thought you were going to
Yeah.
say boring, but yeah.
No, I don't think they're boring. I love pharmacy, right? So you guys might think they're boring, but yeah. So I think pharmacy is really not recognised by the
Yeah.
people that are in it, and if you can highlight the work we do, and as a profession, the profession gives so much to the public,
Yeah.
not just indirectly what they do,
Yeah.
but indirectly through to the wider public.
Yeah.
if I can highlight that.
Yeah.
Now, over the last 25 years, we as a company, individually, I've been blessed. Pharmacy's given me a lot. I've got everything to the profession, right? So if there's anything that I can do that will further the profession
Yeah.
and the people in the profession and the people making a difference
Yeah.
in pharmacy,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
That's the aim.
I never thought that's the
Yeah,
aim.
that's the aim.
That's the aim.
That's the aim,
Yeah, we were
guys.
aimless.
Yeah.
Whoever said that?
I know.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Quick 5-round questions,
Go
like
for it.
every other guest.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
Were they
Can't
random?
wait.
These weren't random.
Absolutely random.
You've selected them.
No, absolutely
Right,
random.
okay, let's
Nothing to
go.
do with AI, by the way.
Right. But we are AI-enabled
We're
podcast. AI-enabled podcast.
podcast team. Yes,
Yes.
I know. Yeah.
We've got to put it in every time.
Absolutely. I'm sorry.
Okay.
AI-enabled podcast questions.
Go for it.
Right. First one.
Mhm.
If you was to develop the next big drug out there, what would it be and what would you call it?
Yeah, this is a bit complicated one. You
Come
could
on,
give me
come
something
on,
a bit
come on.
reasonable.
You
What
got
is
to
that?
think on your feet. You're good at that.
There's a lot of anxiety and stress, yeah, and I think that going big portion throughout, especially the younger 20 to 30-year-old
Yeah.
generation, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think everyone needs to relax a bit more.
Oh,
now,
relax.
to design a chill pill,
Yeah.
that is not.
I'm sure there's a chill pill already out
I
there.
know. I don't mean the illegal one that you take on a rave out, yeah? So if anyone's saying that I'm now promoting a chill
Chill
pill,
pill,
yeah?
yeah.
But I would call it booze chill pill. So as anyone starts...
Very original.
Yeah. So as
So
anyone starts
original.
getting aggy, they'll be like, you need a booze chill pill. Yeah?
Love it.
Yeah. I should
Yeah.
trademark this.
Yeah, you should trademark
I think,
it.
I think this has
Yeah,
got... I think this has
that's
got
the
legs.
next hit,
This has
yeah.
got legs. What if someone else makes it?
Patent
Booze,
that.
yeah, booze chill pill. Yeah.
All right. Next question.
Yeah.
What do people assume about you that's completely wrong?
I think a lot of people always turn around and say, I've got a very angry face. Everyone says to me, damn, you look like you're going to smash someone in the mouth.
Yeah.
And it's like,
true.
and I always, they're like, but I don't know whether you know this, Manisha, but your face is your face. It just was like that.
Yeah.
I didn't have much control. My parents made this face. Now, when people turn around and say, you look angry, it's like, well, I'm quite happy. I didn't know.
Maybe just walk around with a smile on your face.
I know, but like, you can't permanently walk around like this. Even when I'm normal, they're like, what are you so angry about? Like, what are you on about? I don't know. Just woke up. Like,
Just my relaxed
that's my,
face.
this is
Yeah.
my normal face. So I would say there's a big misconception that the man looks very angry.
Yeah.
But on the flip side,
Yeah.
don't get me angry.
Yeah. It's true. You don't want to see
Other
him
flip
angry.
side,
No,
don't
you
get,
don't wanna
other
see
flip
him
side,
angry.
don't get me angry.
All right. Last one.
Yeah,
And this is our favorite one.
yeah, go on.
If you had a gun to your head and had to choose,
I had to choose.
would it be no gym or constant junk food? Ooh.
Hold on, I had one or the other.
Yeah, you got to choose one. No gym
can't- I
or
can't-
constant.
I-
Oh, you got to choose. Come on.
I'd have
Time's
constant.
ticking.
I'd have. I got to go to the gym.
No gym. You got to
I
choose
have to
either
go to
no
the gym, so therefore it would be constant junk food. So I don't eat a lot.
Damn.
So I don't eat a massive amount of junk food anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I
You
don't.
hate it?
Yeah, I don't eat junk food.
No.
I like going to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I find going to the gym chills me. That's my chill pill. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's my
you
chill
would
pill.
eat
I got-
junk food and
Yeah, I actually do that. Well, I still do that, right?
boo.
You're the kid. Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
what
you
do
know,
you
I'm
mean?
not
What you
very
asking
good
me?
at
I'm not
this,
going to do
am I?
it.
I'm
For
not
you,
very
going to do
good at
it.
this. Yeah, this is why I'm behind
I
the
think,
camera.
you know what? Shall we start getting you to do some of them?
Absolutely not.
So yeah,
Thanks for watching.
thanks
you
for watching the
guys.
Pharmacy Planet podcast.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
This is supposed to be festive, right?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Manisha.
Merry Christmas, guys.
When the podcast is done, believe it or not, that is the easy bit. The hard bit is when it comes to the editing. That's when the real work kicks in because it is so much work. We do all our editing in-house. We do everything in-house, beginning to end. Nothing is contracted out. But more important than that, I don't get involved in the editing at all. The editing is done by the best editor in the world, and this is the Stallion. Now, you cannot mess with the Stallion. The Stallion doesn't talk, doesn't say anything. The Stallion just gets there and edits like a demon. Now, Stallion, show us your demon skills quickly, but don't show anyone any key stuff. Quick, quick. Look at the Stallion go. Look at the Stallion. Easy, Stallion, easy, easy. See, you've got to calm the Stallion down every now and again. it goes too fast, like a bucking bronco. But either way, the stallion does the hard work. Now, if anyone is thinking of starting a podcast out there, I'll tell you straight, unless you have the stallion, do not even think about it. Manisha might be the brains behind the podcast, but we've got a secret weapon, and this secret weapon will destroy anyone. Won't you, stallion? There you go.